je vous aimerai. Ma foi, je ne sais pas. Peut-être jamais.
Savage.
Peut-être demain. Mais pas aujourd'hui. C'est certain.
Grand Rising, everybody. It is me, your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. I'm here with a message this wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. It is currently 8:33 a.m. on October 7th, 2025. It is cold. It's cold as hell outside. You feel me? We are in fall, but Minnesota's about to have a very, very ugly winter. Does anybody care? I don't really care. So, just kind of putting it out there. But all praise is due to the Most High for waking us up and giving us this breath of life this morning. Staying in the attitude of gratitude. How is everybody doing this morning? I hope that you're doing well. Thank you, everybody, all the new subscribers, current subscribers, and OGs. You know I love you. Savage Appleseed family members, we in this. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for your monthly subscriptions to the channel. I definitely appreciate you. Thank you to everybody who has donated to the channel, whether that's through my Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, or Super Thanks. I definitely appreciate you for that. I hope it comes back to you 10,000 times fold. And thank you to all of the Soul Tribe family members who support the channel and support other readers. It's very, very, or not even just readers, but support people in the collective. Let me just say that. Support people in the collective, because it's very, very important that we have that support, okay? And I appreciate it. So continue to keep liking my videos, sharing my videos, all that nice stuff. Tell everybody about me. I appreciate you very, very much. So today is Tuesday, I think. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, October 7th, all right? So we are still in Libra season, so happy birthday to all the Libras. Talking about some balance here. So I wanted to say something. So for starters, don't nobody gotta like taco. Okay, don't nobody has to like that motherfucker. I don't understand what is. That's how you know something's wrong in this world, where people lose their rabbit ass minds because you say something negative about somebody who's doing negative things. People want to jump out of the woodwork, come out of a bag on your ass every time you mention that motherfucker's name. I don't care. I don't like him, and I don't have to like him. I didn't even vote for him. And as a matter of fact, I was highly critical of him before he was elected. So, you know, the fact that somebody posted yesterday that they're no longer coming back to my channel because they support him and this, that, and the third. Oh, well, bitch, I don't care. Go unsubscribe. Do us both a favor. It's perfectly fine to find common ground with people who don't have the same political views as you, who may not have the same religious views as you, who don't live the same way that you do. You can find a common ground with people, but there's something very kind of, you know, that's some cult shit. Because somebody says they don't like somebody that's doing a lot of negative things. And to be honest with you, how can you expect me to like somebody like that anyways? I mean, he really, at the end of the day, what people fail to realize and what people fail to acknowledge and accept is that, and from my standpoint, okay, and you don't have to agree with me, but I'm telling you the truth. And see, people need to start listening, need to start waking up. It's not there's a lot of things wrong with this man, okay? I was looking, you know, earlier today, I was watching some news clips about how, you know, these kids in Chicago were zip tied. And they were zip tied. And, you know, during this ICE raid or whatever. Now, who the hell zip ties kids? I'll tell you who zip ties kids. Pedophiles, kidnappers, abusive parents. But as we see, this administration doesn't care anything about, and no matter how much they try to tout how many child predators they've arrested, which they should, that's their fucking job, right? That's their job. They should have done it a long time ago, and from any administration as well. But I'm really specifically talking about this particular administration because they seem to be doing a lot to protect a lot of high-powered child sex offenders who have not yet been charged. I was watching this morning too, they asked him about Ghislaine Maxwell, and if he would consider giving her a pardon. And he, instead of just saying no, he was like, well, I have to take a look at it. Well, she's a convicted child sex offender. Like, first of all, the bitch shouldn't even went to a minimum security prison any fucking way. But they did her a favor because she did them a favor. She lied, of course. But then you're going to have to take a look at it. I'm telling you, they'll do more to protect the people hurting children than what they will to do to protect the children. And if you think I'm lying, Wait till the end of this year if they don't come up with a resolution about this healthcare. You know how many kids are going to go without Medicare or Medicaid? Kids that need it with special needs, or just kids that can't afford it. Their parents can't afford it. Or how about the SNAP benefits as well? Or let's talk about how they closed the Department of Education, how they're trying to give the funding back to the states. Poor states don't have the money to educate children. We already know how this is going. You know what I'm saying? But see, what I keep telling you motherfuckers is that they don't have to worry about those kinds of things. They're all rich. They're all rich. They don't have to worry about their kids don't go to public schools. Their kids go to private schools that they pay for. Okay? They have some of the best health insurance in this country. People that are in the government and in the Senate, yes, they do. Okay? So they don't have to worry about all of the things that normal people have to worry about, or poor people have to worry about. And when I say poor, I'm talking about economically poor, economically disadvantaged people. Maybe we should start using more politically correct terms like that. I don't know. But I find it very odd that if I was president of the United States and I'm seeing ICE officers out there zip tying kids, well, the human thing would be to go, why are we doing this? Stop that right away. Don't do that to the kids. I mean, the adults are one thing, but the kids are going to be fucking traumatized for the rest of their life. Because it's an ignorant ass agenda that this administration has, led by Taco and Project 2025. But then nobody want to believe me. I've been saying it for a whole year. I really like how certain things come into fruition, not just because I said it, but because it's true. You know, I sat around all last year and I discussed and I talked about how all these different things were going to be happening. Nobody wanted to believe me. People wanted to get all mad and get their panties in a bunch and be on their bitch broom, talking about how I was, I didn't know what I was talking about. Why don't I just read cards, this, that, and the third? Well, because it's happening and it's true. So all of these different things now, it weren't just conspiracy theories. They're actually happening. And people, we have, not just myself, but a lot of other people. I've been seeing political pundits saying my exact words from a year ago about what's happening now. And so here we are. And how are we going to get out of it? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm hoping that at some point, people that have this buyer's remorse, that they accept the fact that they need to take something back, their vote and their support and their money, because it's not just us that are going to be suffering. It's the people that actually voted for this shit. Because see, what they voted for, they voted against their own self-interest because they didn't think any of this shit was going to happen to them. They didn't think it was going to affect them. They thought it was going to affect everybody else but them. They thought that their support to a narcissist would give them something in return. Well, hell, most of us have been in relationships with narcissists and probably still are. And we know that you can give a narcissist everything that they want, give them everything that they need. You can support them to the end of times, and you will leave empty-handed and feeling quite alone in this world. And so that's what's going to happen now. And so even with like this whole spending bill, things like that, I'm kind of on the side with, some people. I've heard some people say that maybe they should just let them do what they do so people can learn. But no, we have to, there's a reason this is happening. People need to put up a fight or stand their ground and show them what's really going on here. Now you got people from air traffic control, and what did I tell y'all? Them motherfuckers is calling in sick. And it's not funny, but they're calling in sick. They don't want to show up. Burbank, California, yesterday had a shutdown of the airport for a couple of hours because they didn't have anybody to come do air traffic control. And if it was me, hell, I wouldn't be flying any damn way. Okay? I told y'all before. Has most of us done had jobs where we done felt we was getting paid but felt underappreciated. And you see how we started slacking off? It is not safe. It's not safe to, I say that. I'm just going to say, if it was me, I'm not getting on no damn plane. Fuck that. Until people start getting paid. And they need to introduce some type of legislation that if the government is shut down, nobody gets paid. These essential workers, how can you call somebody an essential worker but then not pay them? If they're that essential, then they should be the priority. It's the people that are in the government that are actually stalling the funding for people to get paid. I don't understand any of this. But then again, it's like I said on the video that did not have any sound yesterday, we are living in a country based upon laws written by people who owned slaves and didn't know how to treat women and didn't know how to treat each other. Okay, so some of these laws, like the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, all of those things need to be revamped. We need to take another look at this, and we need to understand that how can we live our lives 250 years later off of rules that were written for that time period. Those laws that they wrote back then weren't for everybody. They were for them. And what we need to do is make amendments for each and every single thing that does not reflect the way that we're living now. But that sounds like too much like right, don't it? I don't know. You comment in the chat, comment down below what you think about that. Where we at, 9 minutes in? I got my coffee today, y'all. So, I think that's about it. I don't know if I had anything else to say. Oh, yeah. Again, thank you, everybody, for your continued love and support. The likes, the shares, the subscribes, the donations. I appreciate you very, very much. All the support for this channel, all the community that we are building around here. It's beautiful to see everybody back again. As I said before, I lost a few subscribers during my hiatus, and I think I lost some subscribers because I said some shit that people don't like. But y'all are coming back. People are coming back. The videos are circulating, and that's what we are here for. But I want everybody to stay encouraged today. I want everybody to hug yourself, love yourself. Thank God that you're here today, because it's a blessing every single day. No matter what it looks like, we are still here, and every day that we are here, we can always make a difference, myself included, okay? And again, if you don't like anything that I'm saying, feel free to comment that in the comment section or even in the chat. Be respectful about it. But if if you feel like I'm not for you and you ain't for me, don't get nasty in the comments. Just unsubscribe and go your way. But again, that sounds too much like right. There's a lot of hateful ass people in this world that need to sit their motherfucking asses down and look in the mirror for a change, because maybe they don't like who they are. Because sometimes the truth hurts. You know what I'm saying? You tell a motherfucker the truth, they want to try to flip that back around on you. That's called gaslighting. We don't do that. I'm not wrong in anything that I'm saying. History has taught me this, because I'm well educated, just like a lot of y'all are too. We know what history has taught us. We see what has happened before when we've been under these type of circumstances, when people have been treated a very particular way, when things are imbalanced in a country or in a world. We see what happens. It's history. Just got to pay attention. Open up your eyes. I'll be right back here shortly with the reading. Okay, so the message that I got thank you for coming back here. Archangel Michael, please clear out and protect the energy for this reading so that I give a clear and concise message to the collective. I'd like to ask that all evil eyes go blind and all ear hustling demons go deaf. All right, y'all. So, as you can see, somebody's mad that mad as fuck they're not you. Well, that's their fucking problem, right? So, somebody need to hear that this morning. Okay, you know, it's so weird because you might be in a, I heard there's a reader in here. I heard Jordan talking about this morning. I think you uploaded it this morning or whatever, about, how people will sit around and talk shit about you, but then they want to act just like you or be all up in your energy and stuff like that. That's so weird to me, but let people be weird. People can put on, like I like to say before, if your ass is a size 18 and you trying to fit into a size 6, it's not gonna last long. They'll pass out long before you do. You feel me? So continue to keep moving in your energy. Just let people be mad that they're not you when they should really just appreciate who they are. And if people really, really like you that much, why can't they just tell you? But we live in this very kind of competitive environment, especially if you're somebody who does social media. Very competitive environment. People think that their numbers speak to their talent and their gifts and this, that, and the third, but we all know better. We all know what the fuck it is, okay? Because I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. You feel me? Remember that, okay? But I don't know. Let's just pull out. I did get a download. I think I'll come back. I'll come back with that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Hold on, let me write something down here. But I hope everybody's doing well this morning. Give me one quick second here, because I just for this download that I have. Okay, so let's just jump into some general collective energy. All right, let's see what's going on. What does the Holy Spirit with the collective tonight? Ain't that about a bitch? What in the world? Hold on, y'all. Y'all, check it. So I was writing a name down, and the name that I wrote started with a C, and look at the ink mark on there. I'm telling you, we tapped into this bitch, okay? All right, so what cards are we going to use today? Let's use the old style tarot and see what's coming out here. All right, 2:29 on the clock, 8:49 a.m. It is 49 degrees Fahrenheit here, all right? General collective energy. General collective energy, please. General collective energy. General collective energy. All right, so I'm getting back into the cycle. So expect to see 3 or more readings from me per day going forward, okay? I had to give me some rest, y'all. I told you I fucked up my back real bad. I had to go to the doctor yesterday because I was in so much pain. That's what happened to me yesterday. That's why I wasn't available. But general collective energy, please. General collective energy. Five of Swords in the reverse for the overall energy. The Empress in the upright of divine feminine energy, a mother. It could be a Libra, it could be a Taurus as well. Take it as it resonates. And feel free to flip the genders if the spirit moves you, okay? I just got out the spiritual shower, so I'm sweating a little bit, and I got this coffee, all right? But check it out. We got the Eight of Swords. The Five of Swords in the reverse, somebody lost. Somebody's at a loss, okay? Somebody has lost something or has been defeated by something or someone or themselves. Self-defeating, it could be as well with the Eight of Swords, but we are talking about a feminine energy. And like I said, the Empress can talk about a female, can talk about a male too. A male can be in this Empress energy, as we know. So take it as it resonates. But generally speaking, the Empress is the divine feminine mother figure, like the mom. Okay, could be a mom, could be a sister, could be an auntie, could be something like that. But this is divine feminine, definitely that energy. Okay, but somebody here has been defeated or will be defeated. Okay, or has lost. Eight of Swords can talk about being trapped. Okay, confirmation, bitch. Could talk about being trapped or in some type of prison. Somebody could be going to jail as well. But let's see. Tell me more about this, please. Eight of Cups in the upright. Six of Pentacles. Look at Six of Swords in the upright. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. One more. That's a blank card. Nothing. Give me another card. Thank you, Spirit. The Devil in the reverse. So far we have Libra, Taurus energy. We got Capricorn out here as well. Give me the Devil in the reverse, please. I bet you it's a masculine card coming out. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Six of Cups. To strengthen the reverse. Wow, give me another card, please. Okay, I'll just tell you what I'm seeing so far. The Eight of Cups talks about somebody walking away, going to find their Nine of Cups, okay? With the Six of Pentacles. It's like somebody is walking away in debt without money. Or they owe something here. What's the Six of Pentacles? Death in the reverse. Give me one more, please. The Tower in the reverse. This could be some advice for one of y'all. It really could be. One more, please. Okay, so the Eight of Cups. Somebody's walking away, or this is the advice. Somebody will walk away, somebody has walked away, or somebody should walk away. I gotta put my glasses back on, y'all. Sorry about the glare. What I'm seeing here is that somebody at this moment is feeling very defeated. Five of Swords in the reverse. Maybe something has happened. But it's a woman here who feels trapped or has felt trapped. She's walking away or will be walking away. And mind you, flip it any way you want to. You know, he, her, him, shim, girl, bro, who gives a fuck. We all bleed the same. Okay? We all bleed the same. We all have to breathe. We all have to drink water. We all have to eat. We all have the same kind of emotions and fears as the next person. Maybe not the same ones, but the standard ones. You know what I'm saying? So take it as it resonates, okay? It could be for you, it could be for your friend, it could be for anybody. But it's all about this energy. The feminine energy, though, does tell me that whoever this is, I'm picking up that somebody, like I said, gave, like I was talking about the narc situation earlier. Somebody gave until they couldn't give anymore. You can't give anymore. You won't be able to give anymore. Time is fluid. Take it as it resonates to your story, okay? To your life, this advice, whatever the case may be. But the divine feminine energy is a very nurturing, it's a very loving, very caring person, okay? A being. This is somebody who has gone through all four queens in the deck. You know, to become an Empress energy, you have to have gone through a lot. Now, some will say, well, if you went through all that, then how do you end up in this situation? Well, it happens to the best of us. And sometimes we have to go through different stages, you know, different levels. There's levels to this shit, basically, is what I'm saying. All right. So whoever this feminine energy is trapped in has been defeated and or felt trapped. Okay. Now, the Five of Swords as well can also talk about, you know, it could talk about maybe some type of abuse or something like that, but I don't know. I'm not really seeing that. I'm just seeing that somebody feels very, very. Somebody's name could be Angela or Angelo. Somebody could also be from Jersey. Jersey could be significant. Not from Jersey, but Jersey could be very significant as well. Somebody here, I'm telling you, has walked away. The Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, the Devil in the reverse. Broke away from something very, very toxic, okay? Or this is the advice. But Six of Pentacles in the reverse talks about, you know, owing something, not wanting to give anymore. Could be that as well. Not wanting to give something, not wanting to give and take anymore. Somebody was involved in a very unequal situation here. Didn't I just say this? Didn't I just say this earlier? Somebody was with somebody very toxic here, or you're currently with somebody very toxic. Death in the reverse, Tower in the reverse tells me that somebody says underneath the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Eight of Cups. And like, I don't know, I'm not sure if this is now. But either way it goes, somebody, to avoid an ending, to avoid a tower, decided not to give and take with somebody some more. I kind of feel like this is advice for somebody right now. Six of Swords here to the Two of Pentacles. Give me another card. Somebody is leaving because they can't balance something, they can't manage something anymore. Two of Pentacles, please. We got the Eight of Pentacles. It came out sideways. I'm going to take it in the reverse. Again, this is all following not being able to deal with something or not even wanting to put in the work anymore. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Pentacles, not wanting to put in the work anymore. Give me another card for the Eight of Pentacles, please. Yeah, Three of Wands in the reverse. Not wanting to put in the work. Things are not, there are no ships coming in for this, but there's no type of return. So somebody is or will be, take it as it resonates. Yeah, Five of Cups. Crying over spilled milk. Somebody feels defeated in something here, okay? Somebody feels very, very defeated. Yeah, Ace of Cups in the reverse. Somebody was in an, again, this is an unrequited, this is about love. This is about finances. I'm seeing things about money. Giving. But also Pentacles can also talk about spiritual wealth, you know, energy, spirit. Giving something spiritually, okay? Somebody was in an unequally yoked situation. Again, Sun in the reverse. Maybe with a Leo, because we got Strength out here in the reverse as well. But somebody's been in a very, very, or is currently in a very, very unhappy situation with a toxic masculine energy. The Emperor in the reverse. Four of Cups. Somebody that let me get one more. I'm telling you, Ten of Pentacles. Somebody gave a lot of themselves, a lot of money, a lot of time, energy, and effort into this very, very, very toxic situation with somebody who didn't give it back. Whoever this talks about taking things for granted. This masculine energy took somebody for granted, only wanted their money. Look at, I'm telling you, the Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords. Somebody got swindled, or will be getting swindled, or has been, or will be getting swindled. I don't know what this is about. Well, I do know what this is about. I don't mean to say that, but the Knight of Swords also too. Seven of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords, please. Somebody, the swords represent communication, of course, but swords in the reverse talks about criminal activity. This could be a warning for somebody, or somebody could be thinking, this could be confirmation for you that you need to get away from this person, okay? The Four of Swords in the reverse. Give me another card, please. The World. Yep, time to close out this cycle. Or this person, it's time to close out this cycle. Start all over again. Do it in secret too, or you can feel it. So we also have Aries out here. We also have Aquarius. Move in silence. It's time to start planning. All right, we got the Devil in the reverse to the Six of Cups. All right, Devil in the reverse. This is somebody that you've known for a very long time, or you two have some history together. Could be marriage as well, because we do have the Emperor and Empress out here. This definitely is somebody's counterpart. However you choose to view that, okay? Let's see. So I'm seeing here, though, with Strength in the reverse, somebody's very afraid or could be scared to maybe break this off with this person. Give me Strength in the reverse, please. Thank you, Spirit. Five of Pentacles, because you won't have anything. You're scared to be left. You're scared of being alone. You could be scared of... I'm picking up like investment, especially with the Six of Cups out here. And all of this, the Six of Pentacles, but you can't do this anymore, or shouldn't do it anymore. The Five of Pentacles talks about being in poverty. It also talks about being left out in the cold. Give me another card, please. Five of Pentacles, please. Embarrassment, public embarrassment. You're afraid of that, yeah. With the Moon here, fear of being like publicly embarrassed, fear of people seeing you alone after you've given so much to somebody. Give me one more for the Moon. The Moon did come out in the reverse though, and with the Six of Wands to the Five of Pentacles, to me that talks about fear of being exposed, fear of being things being made public knowledge, things being brought to the forefront. And I get that, So it's kind of like what I'm picking up on here, especially with the Empress in the upright and the Emperor in the reverse. It's kind of like buyer's remorse. You feel me? It's like you are got married to somebody. Let's just say married, okay? You married to somebody for a long time, somebody you have a lot of history with the Six of Cups, and you give, and you don't want to walk away from something that you've given so much to. There's also an element of, with this Moon here, talks about secrets. To me, it kind of feels like, I got bumps here. To me, it kind of feels like maybe you've been in a marriage or a relationship, take it as it resonates, but let's just say marriage for lack of a better word. Just to say, keep it simple. You've been like in a marriage with somebody, and you may come off as if it's the greatest thing. You guys are doing really well. Everything is fine. But deep, behind the scenes, it's not. There could be an element of some type of abuse, financial abuse. I'm really kind of seeing somebody takes a lot from you, whether it's money, whether it's your love, your energy, because energy is, currency. Your energy is currency as well. Who you are with right now with the devil in the reverse tells me that this person is extremely toxic here, okay? Very, very toxic. It's not a good situation, and it hasn't been. But to me, it's like, how people, they're embarrassed. They don't want, you don't want people knowing that all this time things have been going on. People, it happens like that, even at confirmation, even in relationships. You may not want to, you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want everybody knowing that it didn't work, that you failed, okay? But the only true failure in life is when you don't try. And to me, it seems like maybe you've tried to make this work. You've given a whole lot, but now it's time to do you. One more. Yeah, this person, King of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Whoever this man is has been tricking, is somebody that is been tricking with other people, especially with the King of Pentacles here, Three of Cups. Somebody has, with I'm following underneath the moon in the reverse. You don't want people to know how you got played. Okay, the King of Pentacles talks about somebody who has money, but who lives very wealthy. Okay, with this energy of this devil in the reverse, though, this toxic masculine energy, this would be somebody that spends your money. Okay, spends your money. He flosses, fake flexes. Okay, and with this Three of Cups here, it's time. Yeah, it's time to get away from this person with the Fool here. Three of Cups. This person is somebody that is very about how they look, what they dress, how much money they have, but the shit's not theirs. It's been yours, or it's y'all's.
Hello, Moto.
Sorry about that. Hold on. We're gonna get the what's the tea out here. Yeah, running. Get away from this person. Okay. Let me get one more, please. Yeah. Whoever this man is, into you, always partying, too busy winning, running. It's time to get away from this person. Okay, I'm really kind of picking up here too with this coming out here with the King of Pentacles to the Three of Cups. Then we have the Fool out here again, running. You could, I don't know why I'm kind of picking up, especially with this running part, that maybe there's nothing wrong with walking away from something that's not good for you. Sometimes it does feel like maybe we're running away, or maybe you've always been somebody that has run away from things instead of confronting them. This could be, what you might feel like right now. Because whoever this is too busy winning. This dude, too busy winning, partying, and I'm pretty sure you know this already. The Ace of Cups came out in reverse. This person is just not into you anymore. All right? Yeah, you may not want to have a bad reputation. This man could be trashing you. I don't know. This person is nothing but a happiness hater, or you could be your own happiness hater when you don't pursue what it is that and don't hold the grudge. Don't hold grudges. You could be your own happiness hater as well. You may feel like maybe you don't deserve happiness. I'm telling you, there's something very significant here about this Eight of Swords being trapped in your head, feeling stuck. But this is a self-imposed imprisonment by what you're telling yourself. Okay? Yeah. There could be an element of you holding a grudge as well. Don't hold grudges. I mean, don't hold them for too long. Don't hold them motherfuckers for too long. Let's get a final message out here for the collective, okay? Make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage, okay? Let's see. Yeah, definitely. There's something here. You caught this person doing something, or you're just finally, you're putting an end to this sneaky behavior. You probably caught somebody doing something, okay? Can I get a final message for the collective, please? I'm telling you, Emperor in the reverse. What about it? What else? Confirm something for the collective. And this could all be confirmation for you as well, what you've been feeling. We got the Two of Swords to the Devil. Exactly. This person is toxic. Cut this person off. Cut them. Block them. That's enough. Yep. You see how this came out? What is this? Yep. And Four of Cups, that bitch. Four of Cups, that bitch. And bitch is interchangeable between a man or a woman on this channel. Four of Cups them. Maybe we should go. Let me see. There we go. Four of Cups them. Whoever this person is, you don't. This person could also, when you walk away from this person could also try to come back your way. Cut him off. He's toxic. Four of Cups him. Anything else for the collective today? And again, you may need to move in silence, or you could be scared. What's behind that? Yeah, block them. You don't want to do this anymore. It's not. See, the Eight of Pentacles talks about work. It talks about putting time, energy, and effort into something to master something. But this also talks about working on something. Spirit, this is your advice. Now, you're gonna do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not. This is your life, not mine. Take the advice or don't. And do it when you're ready to do it too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I think that what this talks about is blocking a person, keeping secrets about where you are, what you're doing, keeping your moves silent, to maintain the upper hand in the situation. Because again, the Eight of Pentacles comes out again in the reverse. It's not worth it with this person. You've been doing this. It has not worked for a very, very long time. Or the Six of Cups can also talk about present energy. This is not working right now. Okay. I'm still kind of organizing things and getting things together. So I don't have my oracle cards out here to give you a good message here, but I'm going to pull some state cards for you, and then I'll close this message out. All right, we're at 25 minutes into this reading. And you know what too, though, when it comes to like dealing with narcs or whatever, because I definitely have a degree in narcissism, or dealing with them motherfuckers anyways, you know what I'm saying? You feel me on that? There is an element of, we all know, okay, the best way to deal with a narc, everybody knows this, is cut off your supply. And cut off your supply, because all they'll do, they'll try to, whenever they feel like they need to recharge, they'll reach out to you, they'll try to get in touch with you, they'll try to engage you again to get some of that good energy or that good love that you have to offer them, or whatever it is. But generally speaking, it's good energy and good love to keep that cord and to keep that connection there. Do a cord cutting, okay? Cut a bitch off. You know, we all make mistakes. You know, we all can kind of get sucked back into things. But it's very easy to just kind of cut the connection, cut the cord, and keep it moving. Starve them of that good energy that you have to offer. You know, there's other people out there that will be more than willing to accept that good energy from you. And it reminds you too, everything doesn't always have to be romantic either. You can have friends, you know, things like that. Can I get a few cards out here for location? I would appreciate it, please. Holy Spirit. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'm gonna go through all these. We got West Virginia. I was just thinking Virginia too. I should have said it. We got Idaho. I don't know. Then we got Rhode Island. And then we have New York and Arkansas. Now, keep in mind that these messages can really kind of, you know, take what resonates and leave what does not. This is a general collective energy. So this message could go for a lot of people out there this morning, you know. But remember, the Empress is not, it's an energy. So we could be talking about the divine feminine in this energy. This could actually, well, this is a divine feminine reading. I don't know, maybe I'll mark it like that. Let's see what happens. But outside of that, whoever this message resonates with, I hope this really helps you today. I'm going to close out this message and close out the reading. On your way out the door, make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. I am your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. And remember, you grow, I grow, I grow, you grow, we grow together. It's always love and light around this bitch. It's always take it easy. I love you. To the moon and back. Deuces.